Lily Bouchard, and today I'm filming my dance studio, core dance and acrobatics, and I'm going to be doing a stretching video today, and these stretches I do on a daily, so let's get started. I always begin stretching with my legs apart in a straddle position. I start by leaning to the right and grabbing my leg with my left hand while pulling my right hand through to add that extra stretch. I do the same thing to the left side, but instead I grab my leg with my right hand while pulling my left hand through. Next, I lean forward on my right leg and make sure my body is flat on my leg. I do this for both sides. After that, I lean forward with my legs still apart and try to get my body flat on the ground. You can also move your arms out to the side while continuing to try to get your body flat on the ground. While in this position, I always flex and point my feet to add some extra stretch. After I finish my straddle stretch, I come to a second position with my legs equally apart and turned out. Next, I begin to push one leg out while I'm resting my elbow on the other leg. I do this for both sides. Next, I straighten both my legs and turn them parallel. I like to grab my ankles and pull my body as far through my legs as I can. Then I lean to the right and left side while trying to touch my nose to my leg. You can grab your leg with one or two hands. Next, I place my legs straight out in front of me and try to get my body flat on my legs. Then I flex my feet and grab and pull them off the ground. To add some extra stretch, I flex and point my feet while trying to keep my body flat on my legs. After I have finished all of that, I begin holding my middle split. I try to hold my middle split for at least 2 minutes. While you're in your middle split, make sure your legs are in a complete straight line so you can have the full stretch. After that, I go into my right leg lunge and make sure my back leg stays straight. Next, I arch my back while keeping my right hand on my front leg and my other hand on the floor. I also bend my back leg a little on this part. After that, I go to my elbows and make sure my back leg stays straight so I can get the full stretch. Next, I place my back knee on the floor and press into my hip. Then I lean back so my front leg is straight and I make sure my body is flat on my leg. After that, I flex and point my foot so I can stretch out my hamstring. Once I have done that, I then slide into my right leg split. I usually put my left hand on my front leg and my right hand on my back leg so my shoulders stay squared off. After that, I lean forward and make sure my body is flat on my leg. You can also lean on the inside of your leg so your body is flat on the ground. Next, I arch my back as far as I can. Then after that, I will also do the same thing but grab and bend my leg. Finally, if you're all the way down in your split, you can lift your arms off the ground and balance. You will repeat the same thing to the left, but instead when you arch back, your left hand will be on your leg and your right hand will be on the floor. After that, you are ready for your left leg split. On the left side, I put my right hand on my front leg and my left hand on my back leg to keep my shoulders square. Now you will repeat everything you did to the right side to the left side. This is a more of an advanced stretch. Basically, you take both hands and grab the back leg with your shoulders square like you're doing a needle. After that, I begin my oversplits. If you do not have your split yet, I would continue working on your split until you get it. But if you do have your split, you can begin your oversplit. You can use anything from blocks, couches, to chairs. I begin by leaning forward and then I arch my back. On my left side oversplit, I also lean forward and arch my back just like I did on the right side. Next, I lay my back flat on the ground while pulling my right knee into my chest. I then straighten my leg and try to pull it as close to the ground as I can. I do the same thing to the left side. To stretch my back, I sit in a seal position with my arms straight and my shoulders down. Then I bend my legs and try to touch my toes to my head. At my studio, we do these things called back bend suicides, and I always do it in my stretching routine. You start going halfway back for 5 counts, and then coming back up for 5 counts. Then you take a slow 8 count to the ground. After that, you come up halfway for 5 counts. Then you go back to the ground for 5 counts. Then you come all the way up for a slow 8 count. Another advanced stretch that I do is a chest stand. I try to hold it for as long as I can and then touch my feet to the ground. The last advanced stretch that I do and always end my stretching routine with is a needle.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment below suggestions of what you would like to see me do next.